Yo, hell yeah. Wyatt begins in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to Wyatt. And I'm your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans. Grr, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. Hi, I said hi to all my YouTubers out there. If you like what you hear and if you like what you see, just click all of those subscribe buttons at the bottoms of all of your screens. And because I know you loves me, I know you do, give me some likes. And because I always like to know what you are thinking, send me some comments, feedback, you know what I'm saying, so I can know what you're thinking. Anywho, today's Wyatt shines a spotlight on Denise Bella Vlasis. She is a bona fide entertainment multi-hyphenate, you all. Yes, she is. She is a performer. She is an entrepreneur. She is an author. And get this, yes, she is the original Madonna Double. Yeah, she looks like Madonna. Yeah, and she's going to tell us all about it. So let's get this party started. So without further ado, Wyatt is honored, y'all, to shine the spotlight on a B&B, a bold and bodacious entertainment multi-hyphenate. Get this, she's a performer, an entrepreneur, an author, and let me tell you something. The lady is the original Madonna Double. So let's welcome Denise Bella Vlasis. Talk at me, darling. How are you doing today?
So happy to be here and see your beautiful face.
Oh, I love it. So you just made my day.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, it's my pleasure. Before we start, I want to give a shout out to LJ Ugarte, the CEO of Fire Creek Entertainment. He's the buddy of both of us, and he connected us. I really appreciate that.
I love LJ.
He is a wonder.
Yes, he is.
Bella, before we really start, how did the wildfires in LA impact you? Because I think you live in Encino, right?
Yeah. We were literally in between the Pasadena fire and the Santa Monica Malibu fire, Palisades fire.
Oh, wow.
And we could actually see the fire flames from our backyard. It was really sketchy. And so many of my friends had to evacuate.
Right.
Thank God none of them lost their house, but there's so many people that have. And but the great thing is so many people in LA came together. I've seen so many resources and so many people actually supporting one another. And there were so many donation centers that they had to turn away volunteers. It was nice to see LA come together, in a time of crisis.
Absolutely. So I'm so glad that you and your family are okay.
Yes.
Thank God.
And then there was a earthquake in Malibu today. How strange. No, how strange. I know, it was strange.
Oh no. Was it
strange weather times?
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. We're okay. LA's strong. LA's gonna pick up and keep going like we always have.
Cool. Okay, let's talk about something super, super pleasant.
Okay.
Madonna, the Material Girl. You have worked as Madonna for Madonna since 1985. Now, we will get into all of that a little later in the show, but right now, let's play a video of you striking a pose as Madonna. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Play it. Good golly, Miss Molly, you are Madonna.
Thank you. It's like a channeling process for sure.
Lord, wow, wow. Well, let me say this, girlfriend, I don't impress very easily, but I am impressed by your resume. I mean, I feel like a slacker.
No, are you
I,
kidding?
no, I do. I mean, I feel like a slacker. So I love reading the resumes of my guests. So I'm just going to give the Cliff Notes version of your resume. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, here
I
we
forget
go.
sometimes.
You have worked rather hands-on in the entertainment industry since 1985. Your acting career started with many appearances in music videos and television bit parts, but it was when your then acting agent started to notice and compare your features to Madonna, that legendary music icon. And that's when your career took an unexpected turn. You began working nonstop as a Hollywood double for Madonna in print ads, TV featured roles, voiceover, body double, body parts model, and even in your own live legend style tribute show on stage. You were the first runner up for Madonna's MTV Video Contest. You've worked in the US on many TV shows, movies, music videos, and print jobs as Madonna, also in documentaries about the material girl. You have promoted many of Madonna's brands, and you've been hired by Disney to promote Evita as an author. You're also an author. That's why I feel like I'm a slacker. You have you, you have written two published books about celebrity lookalikes, and you are considered an expert lookalike agent and coach. You've worked for Madonna for her Madam X and Drowned World tours, and you are the CEO of Tribute Productions Talent and Entertainment, which is a casting and production company. As well, you are CEO of Mrs. Bella's Dolls, the very first retro pinup girl modeling agency. Girlfriend, how do you do this? And you've been at it for at least, what, 40 years?
Yeah, actually, yeah. 85. Madonna kind of led the way for all the other things you've been talking about. As a young actress, a young hungry actress looking for work, looking for dance work, looking for acting work, my acting work kind of just took a sidestep. And I thought at the moment, okay, this is an interesting sidestep for me, but then I'll keep my acting going as a regular
Right.
actress. But the floods of work that came in as Madonna just kept flowing for me. And so my agency was kind of born out of working as Madonna and making those connections and learning about the industry and having other casting companies go, hey, I want to book you. Do you know anybody else? Do you have a Michael
Right.
Jackson? So it all kind of flowed. And really, that's why I took these paths. I never really thought about, gee, I'm going to be a Madonna impersonator someday, or I'm going to be an agent someday. But it all kind of unraveled right before me. So I'm like, take the path of least resistance, right? So
Amen.
I just walked through the doors and it just opened naturally for me. So here I am 40 years later.
That's amazing. Bella, you found your niche, you found
Mhm.
your area. That is
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, like I said, what I told the audience just now is the Cliff Notes version of your work, your career. So tell us, what are your highlights
I
as
think, yeah.
Madonna?
Oh, as Madonna, meeting her face to face. I went to her audition for the Who's That Girl tour back in the 80s, late 80s. I
Mhm.
feel like meeting her face to face, and that was right after I won the first runner up for her True Blue contest.
Wow.
Getting
Okay.
to connect with her, I feel like I wish I could have said thank you for all the work that she's blessed my life with, but connecting with her face to face was definitely a highlight. Um, my favorite highlight was actually performing for Seal
Mm,
because I love him so
I do
much.
too.
I love
Yes.
him, and I was booked for a very intimate party, and I was told it was for him,
Uh-huh.
and I was already just like fangirl, and so my dancers and I were deciding what we were going to perform that day. We're like, we have to give Seal something like current. So I ended up doing the geisha look. Nothing Really Matters video was just out.
Mhm.
So my dancers and I went in there. We did this performance for him, and it was all like record executives, music industry people. It was really
Nice.
nerve wracking. But so then we go. My dancers and I go into Vogue, and that's
Uh-huh.
typically where we pull somebody out of the audience to do pyramid with us. And so I go to get the person that is with Seal, and she said, no, grab Seal. And I was like, are you sure? And I grabbed him, and he jumped up with a beautiful smile on his face. I pulled him by, I said, get on your knees, Seal. And we're voguing, my dancers and I are voguing over his head, and he's playing along and he's doing the whole thing with us. And it just felt like a dream to me because his music has inspired me so much. I literally wrote
Mhm.
my second book with his album on a loop. So yeah,
Wow.
that was definitely a highlight. Performing for Christina Aguilera at her closing night of her tour in
Wow.
Hawaii. And then, of course, working with Madonna, I did a bit part in her commercial on MTV.
Uh-huh.
What was that commercial? She was some kind of contest, and they had a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of us at Madonna, and she didn't, she was saying, I'm Madonna, and we were all around her. So we got to work on set with her, which was really, really cool. That was the first time I actually was hired to work with her on set.
Amazing,
Those are my
Bella.
highlights. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Okay. I'm nosy. So
Yeah.
give me three words or adjectives, words that describe Madonna. If you just had three words,
3 words.
what would they be?
Wow. Ambitious,
Mhm.
um, insightful,
Mhm.
and determined.
That they all fit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can have
Yeah.
3 words for her, but
Right.
she's like an ever changing, ever morphing person. Like everything about who she is morphs and changes, which is why she's the
Mhm.
hardest person I feel to impersonate because think about it. There's probably 1,000 Madonnas you can think of, right? Everything
Mhm.
about her, her look, her face, her hair, her mannerisms, her behavior, her boyfriends, her the whole style of presentation of music morphs. It's not
Mhm.
like Michael Jackson where you kind of have one image of Michael in
Right.
your head. Madonna
Right.
is 1,000 people. So who is this woman that everybody wants a part of and everybody wants to be associated with or want a piece of? Even celebrities are inspired by her and pay tribute to her in a lot of ways. So it's tricky to put Madonna in 3 words, but I
Sure.
feel like she's ever changing, ever expanding who she is. And
Yeah, I agree with you because I believe reinvention is her superpower. Always reinventing herself.
yeah, yeah. And I think because she's curious about life, she's curious about music, style, sound, fashion, youth, so she's learning. She always learns. She's not complacent ever. Who falls down and gets up better than Madonna? Like she just keeps going. Nothing holds her down. And I feel like her curiosity about life keeps her morphing and changing into something new.
Mm.
And we're getting a new album pretty
Mm.
soon. Hmm.
That I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, she's got new music coming.
Wow.
It'll be
Okay.
interesting to see her latest incarnation and how that develops into music. That'll be very
Wow.
interesting. Yeah.
Most definitely. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, let's walk through the corridors of time, Bella, to
Mhm.
find out your backstory because we at Wyatt are nosy like that. We love to be up inside your business. So let's do that. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Pomona, which is LA.
Aw.
My parents grew up in Pasadena.
Mhm.
I was born in Pomona. My dad said, I want something bigger and better.
Mhm.
He was savvy with real estate, so he actually managed to move us down to Laguna Beach. I don't know
Nice.
if you know anything about Laguna. It's an
Hmm.
artist community. That
Definitely.
Laguna was the place that flourished, like my little seedling. It because it's an artist community. There was so much dance and theater and art, and that really kind of built little me into my dream. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I grew up in. So I born in Pomona, raised in Laguna.
Okay. I
Yeah.
always like to ask my guests this special question, and here it is. What was Bella like as a wee little girl? Give us like three attributes or characteristics that best describe you.
Sensitive
Oh, I
and
like that.
sensitive to everything, to animals, to people's energy, to sound. So I'd say sensitive, which people mistook as shy. I
Mm.
wasn't shy. I was sensitive. I'd
Mhm.
say sensitive, deep feeling girl,
Okay.
and wanting to make people smile, and with my dance or my performance, just wanting to share that with others.
Right.
I always knew I wanted to dance and perform, and I just didn't
Mhm.
know how I was going to do that.
I feel that energy from you. I do. I do. And
Oh,
I appreciate that.
thank you.
Oh,
And I
shit.
feel it's okay.
No,
Sorry.
you go ahead, please.
My blessing with Tribute Productions as an agent is that I know what that feels like to be blessed with opportunity.
Mhm.
So for me as an agent, the thing that keeps me going as an agent is that I get to see other people
Mm.
experience that. And that's what lights me up, is that I'm able to give the opportunities to people maybe that won't have an opportunity. That I love that
Ah,
so much. And even with my Mrs. Bella's dolls, hiring models that other companies may not hire, much more diversity, much more just different styles and types of women that are all beautiful. And so I love that I can share that with other people.
well, you know what? Saying that makes me appreciate you even more. And a little bit later, we're going to talk about your two companies. Um, Doing my research on you, I ran across
Mm-mm.
voyagela.com,
Ah,
the venerable online site. They did this wonderful interview of you. It's recently published. Here's one of your quotes, Bella. You say this, and I quote: I started dancing at age 9 and went on to continue studying dance and acting all through college. Dance, music, fashion, and performing on stage were all outlets that made me come alive. End quote. Let's talk about that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because art opens your heart, right?
Right, right.
If you're in it, art is a outlet for your heart. And so, like in dance class, okay, I love this feeling of learning dance. And performing on stage, I love that feeling of sharing that with people. And then one step farther, performing as Madonna, I'm able to actually connect with people. I'm actually able to touch them and look into their eyes and make a real solid connection that dance class didn't necessarily give me, but it
Ah,
allowed me to find a way to do that. And so I feel like all of it, music, dance, expression, all of that definitely opens me up for sure.
wow. Okay. Now, you received scholarships in theater, dance, and choreography, and you graduated from the Art Company Theater in Laguna Beach.
Mm-hmm.
In that same interview, you stated, and I quote, then life happened and unique opportunities presented themselves to me, which made my life turn a different corner I had not mapped out, end quote. That's juicy. Talk to us
Yeah.
about that.
I literally had, when I was in my scholarship for dance, I got a call to go to Japan as Madonna, my first time to Japan. And I hadn't completed my scholarship yet. And so I was in a dilemma. I said to my teacher, what do I do? Do I lose my scholarship to do this, or do I stay in classes? And she said, you're getting hired to do the very thing you're learning here. Go do it. And I was like,
Mm.
wow, really? And I did it, and I was like, okay, that was very good for me to learn. I could sit here and learn this, or I can go do it, and I can learn as I'm doing it. And so I picked the later, and I literally learned along the way. I learned how to be a performer. I learned how to be an actress, an agent, all these things I learned kind of just by doing it and just by saying yes, when the opportunities came up, just yes. So, yeah, I mean, thanks to Madonna, because really, I don't, where would my life have gone? I'm sure, I would have found a way, but Madonna, the element of Madonna just opened the door for me.
Well,
So,
Bella, Hollywood is a hard road. It really, really is. And
mhm.
sometimes it can be a crapshoot. And you know that much more than I do because you're thick in the business. So when you are able to find that niche, that area, um, you're blessed. You're
So blessed.
blessed.
And what's great is all these like high end casting agents, casting companies have to come to me because they can't find it. So I have like really big companies and agencies calling me going, help. And nobody knows because I'm under the table doing all the hard work for them. Like I literally just booked Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. in Snoop and Dre's new commercial. I don't know if you saw it, but it's Gin and Juice.
Nice.
They did like a world casting call looking for Frank and Sammy Davis, and I got the gig. Not only did I get the gig, I booked my husband as Frank Sinatra. So, but it's like these under the table things that these casting agencies never disclose, but it's typically me under the table doing all the research for them. I'm the go-to girl, and so Hollywood seems like this faraway place that's really hard to get in, and at the same time, it's a doorway away for me. It's like these calls that I get, these opportunities that I get, always find me. So I do feel super blessed.
Now, this is regarding your company, Tribute Productions, Talent and Entertainment, that you created in 1989. Can you tell us about it? What was the impetus? I think I already know, but you can tell the audience.
Yeah.
And tell us Tribute's mission, the areas of entertainment it's involved with, and the areas of the country that you serve.
Wow. Okay. So Tribute Productions obviously just unfolded. And then it became this thing where I'm like, I can hook up my friends. This is great. Because I
Mm,
want to, all my performer friends are like, we
right.
need work. So, I could hook everybody up. I can get us all paid. I can take the money from all these rich corporations and spread it out to my people that I love. And that was just like a win-win for me. And then my creativity in building what I do. So it's not just limited to just casting. We also do these big parties, big celebrity events.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we like, God, I'll have to send you a list like of every celebrity that's called to ask us to provide entertainment. And it's really kind of like off the cuff stuff. Like,
Oh, I would love that.
yeah, like niche, really like, okay, tomorrow we just did big corporate event where they wanted hip hop dancers and in one day we want 50s dancers, we want this kind of choreography. I kind of pull it all together. And then I create like most of the costuming. We've got this giant champagne skirt that holds all these glasses of champagne. We've got a girl in a champagne glass, lots of
Wow.
really interesting, unique stuff. And so I've booked stuff all over the world. It just depends on what it is. But I love that my work is always kind of unpredictable. It's not like the same thing every day. It's
Mhm.
literally something new every single day. So that's what keeps me interested, along with hooking up my friends, is just the unpredictability of the work. I like that.
Girlfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend.
I wear a lot of hats. That's for sure. I do.
Oh my God.
And sometimes people say, "Oh, Bella, you need to get your own identity. You're only just Madonna." But I'm like, there's so much. Madonna is the medium in which I express all these other things, but there's a much more to who I am and what I do besides just channeling Madonna.
Right. And you're doing so many different things that I imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, Bella, that it always seems fresh and new to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
I need that. My soul needs that. It needs that newness and creating, and then also bringing somebody's vision to life. Somebody calls me and says, "Okay, I have this idea for an old Hollywood thing, and I want this kind of costume. I want that kind of show." And I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I can pull in everybody that I love and get them some work.
Hook
You know?
everybody up.
Yeah, because people just need an opportunity.
Yes.
Everybody just needs an opportunity, and so Madonna provided that for me. And so in return, I try as best I can to provide that for people around me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So Tribute Productions, Talent and Entertainment, Bella, is a one-stop shop.
Yeah, me. I'll do your shopping.
I like it.
I
I
do your
love
shopping for
it.
you.
I like it.
Yeah.
That is so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So we like every kind of movie premiere. We've done so many like movie premieres, so many promotional things. It's fun. It's an adventure for sure.
Wow. Now, that's not the only company you have because you have Mrs. Bella's Dolls, the very first retro pinup girl modeling agency, which you say sparks all the nostalgia of yesteryear, combining a touch of today's cutting edge style. First of all, what's a retro pinup girl? I believe I already know, but some of the audience might not know. And give us a full Monty on the company.
Mrs. Bella's Dolls
Mhm.
was developed from my love of like vintage Hollywood styles.
Right.
People always say, "Oh, you remind me of somebody from an old Hollywood movie," and that was just kind of what stayed with me. So I got a call one time to do this particular job as a cigarette girl. I'm like,
Oh,
this is so much fun. This is too fun. And I made a really cute little outfit and a pillbox hat and cigarettes. And I'm like, this is too fun. I need to do more with this. And I want to get all my girlfriends jobs doing this. And so it slowly developed into a company. And then whew, another celebrity party list. Everybody wanted this type of thing, whether it's kind of
ah,
like a nod to the 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s sometimes. All the outfits and cute little showgirl type of vibe, all these costumes that I make. And these girls are either sitting in giant champagne glasses or they're walking around with a tray. And it's really kind of a photo op nostalgic feeling. We did Beyonce, where they wanted, I think, 15 girls, and they were doing like a Harlem streets. And I had all my beautiful girls like in a little showgirl bodysuit. And it's really kind of an experience, an interactive experience for people more than it is a server.
mm,
People want to talk and engage with the girls, and they want to take a picture. And so my girls just kind of bring that flavor. It's just something I had so much fun doing. I had to like build something on it. So
mm.
yeah, so we do lots of different kinds of events. A lot of branding. Like that's what we did for Madonna, where she wanted
Right.
her name on the front of the tray. So we built that for her. Yeah, so you can like dive into that website, Mrs. Bella's Dolls, and just kind of explore all the beautiful girls. Like who doesn't want like the glamour? And we have guys too. I have really cute
Oh,
guys too. So yeah, it's just like something fun to bring to a party or a premiere, a movie premiere. We did Katy Perry. We did so many different parties, and just bring an experience for people. And
mm,
just and we do current looks too, but we kind of stay within the old Hollywood most of the time.
mm. I like that. I like that. Okay. Huh. Darling,
All right.
darling.
It's a
Look,
lot. I know, right? It's impossible to wrap my when people say tell me about your life, it's like, phew, it's a lot.
I know because, when I was preparing for our show, and I looked through my research and the stuff that you sent me. I said, now, how am I going to do this person justice?
Oh my God.
So seriously, really, because I want to do each guest justice because
Mm.
we need to know your body of work. And I'm looking through all of your stuff. I said, oh, Lord.
I know when people say send me a resume, I'm like, are you sure?
But I'd rather have more than less. But I said,
Right.
oh God. I said, oh Lord. I said, oh, good golly, Miss Molly, what am I going to do here? I
Oh my
said,
God.
I said, am I going to have a great show? But I am. But I said, oh, good golly, Miss Molly, what am I going to do? But anyway,
Yeah, it's a lot, and people, I try to condense, but at the same time, I wouldn't remember half of it if it wasn't written down.
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel so lucky and so blessed, and that's why I'm writing my third book.
You know what? You read my mind because you're also an author. You're an
Yeah.
author. You've already
Hmm.
written two books,
Hmm.
and they are titled Make You Look, and then You've Got the Look. So
Hmm.
before you talk about your new book that you're writing, please give us the 25-word elevator pitch for both Make You Look and You've Got the Look.
Yes, made you look started out because I wanted to highlight the performers that were working as impersonators and not getting the credit.
Oh,
Like
wow.
Hollywood kind of poo-poos sometimes impersonator, and I'm like, these people are doing major things, major talent, and they need to be highlighted, and their stories need to be told. So that was Made You Look.
Okay.
You've Got the Look was after everybody read Made You Look, and they're like, I want a piece of that, and how do I start?
I love it. I love it.
So I wrote a second book and said, here's how you do it, A to Z. Here's how you begin working as an impersonator. And
Uh-huh.
within those two books, I didn't really get to tell my Madonna story. So
Oh,
third book is Dear Madonna,
okay.
and it's literally as if you're walking with me through my career as Madonna and watching
Oh,
Madonna from the shadow and watching what it looked like in the 1980s and the 1990s and the experience of being in her shadow, behind her, as her, and so that's the
mm,
third one. And along with Dear Madonna, the book, my daughter, filmmaker,
right.
is creating the documentary Dear Madonna. And she's been documenting my career for the last 3 years and just
Ah.
compiling all the stories and all the different crazy things that happened as Madonna. So that's one, two, and almost three.
Now you say that your daughter is your best work yet.
My daughter is everything. Okay, so the doctors
Yeah.
told me at 42 there was no chance to have a baby.
Okay.
And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And I just had so much of my life as my career. I wasn't really thinking about settling down and babies. But at
Certainly.
42, I was like, hmm. So anyway, doctor, fertility clinic said no. And when they told me no, I was 1 week into my pregnancy.
Wow.
She's destined. She's like the most beautiful, like God created this incredible woman, young lady.
Hmm.
And we are like peas in a pod together. Like we do everything creatively together. She supports me. The only reason why I started thinking about Madonna again was
Hmm.
because of her. And she's like, you need to tell these stories. You need to, wow, this is what happened to you. And she just pulled out a camera. All the music videos that you see of me as Madonna, those are all her editing. She's amazing. Even Lady Gaga told her last week that she was amazing in a post.
Wow.
Yeah, she's so special to me, and there are no words. She's completed my life. Really, I feel. Yeah, and she's right here filming.
Uh,
Yeah, my little star.
Bella, thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful.
Thank you. And it's so funny. Her due date was October 17, which
Mm.
is Madonna's daughter's birthday.
That's really
Yeah. When they
that
told me that, I was like, people are going to think I did this on purpose, but at 42, you can't really.
that
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. I'm so blessed in this life. I'm so blessed.
Now, when will Dear Madonna be finished, Bella?
We are about a fourth way in.
Oh,
I'd say
cool.
my book is almost done. I'm on the last little bit of that.
Uh-huh.
Dear Madonna, the documentary, probably mid next year.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot of editing.
You know, you have an open invitation to come back when that drops.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll have to bring Sophia too.
Yeah, I'd love to interview both of you guys together.
That'd be awesome. That would be so cool. We're really excited, and she's learning as we go. It's amazing what she can do. So, and it's nice, and I feel like I want to encourage other people to tell their stories also.
Hmm.
I feel like we all have a story within us, and we should tell
Hmm.
it while we're here. So
Absolutely.
think about it. Think about it.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You also mentor because
Hmm.
you give free advice to
Hmm.
anyone looking to break into entertainment and the lookalike industry on
Hmm.
your YouTube channel called The Lookalike Lady. So tell us about that.
True. I feel like, it's a way to give back.
Mm,
There was a time that I had no idea that this was even a career. I was like, I can make money. I can keep working as Madonna impersonator. So, and then I just get so many emails from people saying, help. I'm like, if I just put it out on YouTube, everybody can benefit. So here's what happens this. Here's how you find an agent. Here's how you do and obviously it's evolving because times are changing. You can just
mhm,
have an Instagram nowadays and get a gig. But yeah, I always try to take time with people and help them.
mm.
Yeah. It's
You,
it's an it's a kind of an undisclosed industry, so it's not like you can Google it.
mhm. I'm so glad you're doing that because, the industry can have so many pitfalls and twists and turns. And you have to also know about the business of the business
Yeah.
because it's more to just acting and
Yes.
performing. If you don't know the business behind the business, you're in trouble.
If I had a dime for every girl that's like, I look way more like Madonna, I'm like, okay, but that's like a fourth of the equation. You have to
Mhm,
be a business person. It's the entertainment business. And you have to
mhm,
understand the business and the marketing and all the stuff that goes with that. And that's what I try to help people with. It's not enough to look like someone. It's not enough to talk like someone. You have to package yourself into a business.
mm.
As that's how it works. You can't get on the set and go, hey, just look at me. You got to have something behind it. So yeah, yeah. And that's what I try to help people understand.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Bella, what makes Madonna such an iconic, enduringly popular artist with so much staying power?
I think she's kind of otherworldly. Sometimes I think um,
Mhm.
there's nobody like Madonna. She, like we were saying, reinvents, and she has this energy and dynamic about her that's just kind of hard to pinpoint, but everybody is drawn to it, whether they love her, whether they want to talk about hating her. It's the energy and focus is on Madonna. And I just feel like she came into our world to do this at this time.
Mhm.
She certainly changed my life and the people that write me and how she's affected their life, why they wanted to stay alive because of Madonna, or
Right.
just inspired so much. I just feel like it's kind of karmic or something that she is who she is in this life during our lifetime to change things and shake things up and make people think and make people ask questions
Mm.
and give us some damn good music while she's doing it. You know,
You just gave a damn good answer. Thank you.
Thank you. It's something that I contemplate a lot because I think, oh my God, look at these other artists that are
Mhm.
emulating her. Because I can spot an impersonator from a mile away. So when
Mhm.
somebody's inspired by her and they're kind of putting on a little something Madonna, I go, wow, even that person is kind of being like Madonna or saying something like
Mhm.
Madonna or she's inspiring for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She affects a lot of people.
Yeah, she does. She does. She's truly an amazing talent.
What's your favorite Madonna?
You mean song, album, or
Hmm.
or
Yeah.
phase. Probably. Wait a minute. Lucky Star. I think that was the first album. Lucky Star. I love that. Vogue, of course.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Vogue, Lucky
Hmm.
Star, Like a Virgin.
That's good.
Open your heart.
Yeah.
Open. Yeah, I can't sing, so I'm not going to try. Listen,
Yes, I got you.
they would shut me down in a
Oh
heartbeat.
no.
But
You've never seen her
yeah,
live?
once a long time ago,
Yeah.
like
Because
in the
it's
very beginning,
yeah, yeah,
in the '80s. I'm dating myself, but in the '80s.
yeah. Oh, was it?
Um, Also, too, Ray of Light. Wasn't that baby? Didn't Babyface do Ray of Light for her?
Babyface did take a bow. Bedtime
Yeah,
story. Bedtime stories. Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
that was good.
Babyface.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I,
Yeah.
I love Madonna.
I wish she would, yeah, do some more R&B-ish vibe stuff too. That would be great. I want to see her do with John Baptiste.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that'd be, yeah.
Didn't they know one another?
They did do a performance in New York. What was it? Um, I forgot what it was, but they did do something like a prayer together a couple
Right.
years ago. Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Like a Prayer. Forgot about
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Right. I know there's so
Mhm.
much.
There's so much. She has such a vast catalog
Yeah, that's what makes it
of
so unique.
stuff.
It's changing. She changes.
That's
She
true.
experiments. Hmm.
Oh, upcoming projects for you.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Upcoming, I guess my main thing would be Dear Madonna because it takes up so much of my time to edit and write the book.
Hmm.
Those would be the most recent upcomings. As tribute productions, look for Karate Kid. I'm not supposed to say, but I did something. I did some casting in there. I can talk about later.
Okay.
And I think really right now it's just the Dear Madonna. Right? Is there any other? I think those are the two main things right now. It's just because it's going to take up my time. So that's really what I'm focused on getting out, getting finished, getting out to the world. Yeah. And then,
Okay.
of course, you can go to the Instagrams and YouTubes to find my latest projects, tribute productions, Mrs. Bella's Dolls, and then my Madonna is the original Madonna Double on all platforms because I always post like my most recent projects or things that are coming up. So you can always check the social media handles.
Wonderful. Give us the names, the titles of your books one more time, and where can
Okay.
we buy them?
Okay. First one is Coffee Table Made You Look, available on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
You've Got the Look, Celebrity Lookalike How to Guide, also available on Amazon.
Got it.
Those are
Got
going to be
it.
the quickest, easiest ways to order it.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good. You know what? This has been a delight. I am so glad we connected. I really am. And I want you back on Wyatt.
Yes. Wyatt, Wyatt. I would love to be. It'd be an honor.
Oh,
You're a gem. You're a sweetheart.
I try.
You're doing and kudos to you for all you're doing because you're helping tell our stories. And so without you, where are we? And I appreciate that.
Listen, it's my pleasure because, it's really important to tell our stories because,
Yeah.
yeah, people need to know. I mean, because you're doing such great work and you've been doing it for such a long time. So we need to hear about it.
Thank you. And I feel like everybody should feel that they're valid enough to tell their stories as well. So maybe down the road, I can help people do that like you do, but with writing.
Oh,
My kitty wants to
well,
say hi.
oh, hello.
This is Lola.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Lola.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Denise Bella Vlasis, thank you so much for stopping by. Wyatt, I appreciate you.
I I am so grateful. I was going to say I love you. I do love you. I appreciate you, and thank you for having me here.
My pleasure. And I love you too.
I'm feeling it. It just slipped out. I'm feeling it.
Well, again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wyatt. Have a beautiful day. And thank you for having me.
Mwah. Thank you.
Mwah.
Ooh. Yeah. So, y'all, there you have it. You can find the official Wyatt podcast page at wyattevans.com, the go-to destination for LGBTQ plus news, features, commentary, and entertainment. WyattEvans.com is visited by more than 100 countries on the regular. All I can say to that is, hey, baby. And at WyattEvans.com, you'll find my smoking hot, HAWT hot, Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. And as you just saw on the top, the newest installment is called Shattered. I said Shattered. And y'all, Shattered is full of action, danger, intrigue, sexually charged situations, passion, and all of the wonderful elements that you're used to in the Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. So get your new copy of Shattered. Now you can follow me, your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans, all across social media, and poof, is right there for you to peruse, like TikTok and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any comments or whatever, you can hit me up at wyattonair@gmail.com. So until next time, y'all, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. I said woof.